Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are doing a head-to-head comparison between the Bobovr S3 Pro and the Bobovr E3 Pro. Both are battery head straps made for your MetaQuest 3 and 3S headsets. In this one we're going to compare the specs, we'll talk about the weights, we'll do a try-on, we'll talk about adjustability, comfort, padding, battery, price point, all the information that I can so that you can make an informed decision on which one is better for your needs. I'll talk a little bit about how they fit for me personally as well, but one thing I've learned is that head strap fits are very personal, so hopefully the info here will at least help you make a decision on which one will be better for you. Let's jump into it. Let's start with some specs for each of these. Now, the compatibility, they both work with the 3 and the 3S. Your style, though, is where they differ a little bit. Your E3 Pro is your Elite style. Your S3 Pro is our Halo style. So that's going to put pressure on different parts of the face. The battery capacity is the exact same. They're both the 10,000 mAh hot swappable batteries. So that gives you your battery life is going to be very similar. However, with the S3 Pro, because it does have the fan, it could be less battery life for that one. Charging power is the same, and our weight is about 100 grams difference between the two. So let's get into a little bit more of a weight discussion, and then we'll do a try-on. So I have my own little scale at home. I decided to do a weigh-in myself. With the E3 Pro, we're looking at 452 grams, and the S3 Pro, we're looking at 556 grams. That is a big weight difference. It's 100 grams, and that is definitely a weight difference that I felt when playing, especially when doing exercise games or high-intensity games. That extra weight of the S3 Pro, for me, was very noticeable. All right, so we got the E3 Pro, we got the S3 Pro. Let's do a try-on of each just so you can see the difference. So obviously this is an Elite strap, which is a different style. Putting this on, the pressure is going to be balanced between the back of the head through the top strap and onto the front of the face here, as you can see. Pretty straightforward. If we look at the S3 Pro here, Halo type strap. So when we put this on, you're going to notice a pretty big difference. We have our big forehead pad here. We also have two top pads, and yeah. All right, so points of adjustability and pivot points on this one. We obviously have our knob on the back that can loosen and tighten. Our back pad is malleable and it does pivot slightly, but our first actual pivot points are right here on both sides. So that's going to go up, allow you to easily put that on, and then when you're playing, if you need to look up, you can easily tilt that up as well. That's it for pivot points on an Elite strap. The arms obviously do move just like normal. Our top strap is adjustable to help balance that weight between the front and the back there as well. Adjustability on your S3 Pro. We got the same knob on the back. We got the same back pad, malleable there. Pivot points are the same spot up the arm, but this is going higher because it's angled. But same idea, sorry. So this one can also go down, so you can adjust where this back pad is going to be on the back of your head, higher or lower. It has that adjustability. We got these little points on the top of the head for support that can adjust as well. They push in and pull out, and then you can take them all the way out. This is not a pivot point here, just so you're aware. But right up in the front here, we do have a pivot point. And if we, there we go, push that up, pull it down, that adjusts the distance here. And that is affected though by the type of interface that you have with how tall it is, just to take that into consideration. The clips can move. You can move these clips all the way in or back out for a little bit of adjustability on how close it is or how far away it is from your face. So in terms of differences and similarities, our back pad between the two is the exact same material, exact same size, has the exact same feel. Super soft, cradles the back of the head nicely. This obviously has our forehead padding here, which is going to be putting the pressure on the top of your head instead of all on your face and your cheekbones. Has these top pads here to support the top of your head. How it clips in, this one slides in, and instead of actually clipping in. And it doesn't ever like actually click in, it just is holding it in. I didn't feel like it was ever going to fall out though. Whereas our elite strap actually clicks into the arms, and it's secured. It's not moving at all on there. Battery, they both use the exact same battery, 10,000 mAh. They're both hot swappable, so that means you can have multiple charging. When this one dies, swap it out, and you can just keep on going and pretty much play forever. So they use the same battery system, which is nice. It's going to get you about 3 to 4 hours of extra game time. I would say closer to the 3 end, because games nowadays are more demanding and they take more battery life. But if you're just simple browsing or watching movies or something, it'll be less, so they could last longer. This one on the side has a fan, so you can just press that button there. Maybe you can hear it. And you can adjust that fan with the dial there, which is pretty nice. Okay. If we go over to the E3 Pro, again, same type of battery system. Batteries are very secure. I never felt once that they were going to be falling off, even when I was doing exercise games, high intensity games. But if we follow this one, it does have a little screen here as well that will, I forgot to mention that, but the screen on there will be the fan level, but also shows you the battery percentage. This is going to show me the battery percentage. We're at 13% here now. Then it also has an audio jack there. So the Quest 3 does have an audio jack on the right side, but if you have the 3S, it doesn't have an audio jack. So this is something that I haven't seen yet on a head strap, and is a pretty neat idea, and they definitely saw the need for that on the 3S. And so if you need an audio jack on your 3S, this is got it for you right there, built right in. Now if we talk about weight between the two, the E3 Pro is 450 grams. The S3 Pro is between 550 and 560 is what I found on mine. So 100 grams less on this. And you can see, obviously, there's a lot less going on than compared to this one. But that weight is very noticeable. At least for me, I found that the extra weight was a lot when I was doing active games. I know this one has the fan on it, but I was actually sweating less with a lighter head strap than I was with the heavier head strap. So that weight is something to take into consideration when you're comparing the two. And then with these as well, of course, is the price point. They're not very different. This is $79.99, so $80 American. We're looking at $90 American. And it's the same on their website and on Amazon.com right now. But if you're looking to purchase it, make sure you check out both of those, because sometimes they'll have sales in one and not the other. Canadian dollars, we're looking at $130 for the E3 Pro and $140 for the S3 Pro. So it's quite expensive for a head strap. There's a lot of different options that are for sure going to be cheaper. So obviously take that into consideration when you're purchasing these or looking to purchase these. In terms of overall comfort, the back pad on these is one of the most comfortable back pads of any head strap that I've tested, and I've tested a lot. I've tested over 100 different accessories, not all head straps, but over 100 different accessories, and I was impressed with this. For an elite strap, if you're looking for an elite strap style like this, if you like this style and you're not worried about money, or you want hot swappable battery capabilities, and maybe you need a headphone jack if you have a Quest 3S, in my opinion, this is the way you should go. Now, if you don't need as much battery power, you don't need the hot swappable, you don't need an audio jack, but you want something quality that's cheaper, there are other great options like the K4 Boost by Kiwi Design. Okay. Now, in terms of halo straps, a lot of people will die and say, well, they'll die for this one. That's what I'm trying to say. They love this one. In my opinion, it wasn't worth it. And reasons being is these top pads were super uncomfortable for me. I know you can pull them out, but that was just an extra thing that I had to do. The back pad was super comfortable again, but again, that added weight of the whole head strap was a little bit heavy for me. If I was just sitting doing a lot of watching movies or sports or things like that, then maybe this one would be okay because you're just kind of sitting there resting. But doing active games, I didn't like it as much, to be honest. And one thing I didn't like was the fan. Now the fan is right here, and if you take off the pad on the front here, you can see the fan and where it is, but I found that it didn't blow down on my face, because when I was doing active games I wanted it slightly tighter to my face so there wasn't movement, but then it was blocking that fan from getting to my face, so it wasn't really working as well, in my opinion. So I was a little disappointed with this. I have used multiple times the H4 boost by Kiwi Design, and I do like that one better than the S3 Pro, in my opinion. But this isn't a comparison between those. We just want to talk about these two right here. I just wanted to throw that out there for you as well. It's not a bad head strap though. Again, a ton of people on different groups that I'm a part of always talk about how much they love it. So it might be the thing for you. Just for my head, it wasn't really working for me. I do love the E3 Pro though, and yeah, definitely plan to use that one alongside other ones as well. So if you have questions about either of these, please message me or put a comment below. I'm more than happy to do my best to answer anything that you might have. Make sure you check out my other reviews and other comparisons. I've compared this one to a couple other Halo straps. At the moment, I just got this one recently, and so I'm in the process of comparing it to other Elite straps. So if there isn't anything posted now, there will be very soon. Maybe this is later and you've already seen those ones. But check out those comparisons. Check out all my other individual reviews, even of each of these. I have individual unboxings and assemblies of each of these that you can check out as well. I'll link those in the description. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.